Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
Hey guys, ExJW is still fading here. I wanted to kind of make a quick video about something that me and one of my coworkers were talking about not too long ago. So I have like some notes that I wrote down just to kind of keep myself on track. So me and my coworker talk about a range of things, and this coworker actually was one of Jehovah's Witnesses as well. So we can relate to one another and talk about certain things that might just cross our mind, or anything that's going on in the organization. We'll kind of discuss it a little bit. This one time what we were talking about was how sometimes it seems appealing, or it can seem appealing, to go back to the organization. I think the reason why we were talking about it recently was mainly because of the current situation of the world. As you know, a lot of people are having pretty difficult times, and they're losing their jobs, they're losing their family members. Each day just seems to get a little bit harder. Many people are actually losing their possessions too, like their homes, their cars, things like that. It feels like there's no hope, and everyone needs help in some type of way. So with Jehovah's Witnesses, it seems like a good time for them to find those type of people who have lost so much that that person is willing to latch on to practically anything just to make it through the next day. Pretty much what we used to do as witnesses is we used to find people that were vulnerable, at their lowest point, that really needed some type of help. And we would use that almost to our advantage so that we can get them to come to the meetings and to love bomb them and get them assimilated into becoming one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And those are just the type of people that we aimed for. We always look for those type of people, and we always call them we're looking for the rightly disposed ones, or ones that have the right heart condition, which really just means people that have lost so much. But really, it's not about having the right heart condition. It's mostly about just finding people who are vulnerable. That's what it's always about. So with a lot of people having a difficult time right now, it would be very easy for anyone to latch onto something or just anything so that they can make it through the next day. And this is where the Jehovah's Witnesses kind of trap people, and also bring people back into the trap if they once left the witnesses, because everyone's just looking for help and assistance. It's very easy to also fall into this trap too, because if you were one of Jehovah's Witnesses, it's very comfortable to go back to what you were doing before, especially if you were like really devout and into it. It's super easy to just go back to what you already know. It's much harder to be going into the unknown and try to figure everything out by yourself alone many of the times. And it's harder to get started when you have nothing and no one. Just because something is comfortable doesn't mean that it's good. So being a witness may be comfortable because you're really familiar with everything that goes on in the organization and in your congregation and the people that are around you. But it doesn't mean that it's a good situation to be in for the rest of your life. The main aim of Jehovah's Witnesses when trying to find these people who are rightly disposed is to get them to come to the hall or come back to the hall, study what the governing body wants them to learn, and to get them dependent on the organization. And that really shows something about Jehovah's Witnesses. If they really wanted to offer help in this difficult time, their main aim would just be helping you. But we all know that the underlying reason why they are helping anybody is because they want them to come to the hall. That's like the underlying reason why. If they really truly just wanted to help people just for the sake of helping people, they would do just that and not even mention the Bible. They wouldn't mention being a Jehovah's Witness, but that's like their thing. They always put it in there somewhere just to get people to be interested in becoming one of Jehovah's Witnesses. What does that show about them, though? If that's like their main aim, that's their goal, and that's their focus, how much love do they really show? Like genuine love. I'm sure we're all familiar with the example of the Good Samaritan. In this illustration, if you're not familiar with this Good Samaritan, a certain man was attacked, robbed, beaten, and then left on the side of the road. Now a priest comes by and passes him by. A Levite sees the man and also passes him by. However, a Samaritan comes up and takes care of the man. He tends to his wounds, he puts him into an inn, and the Good Samaritan didn't want anything in return. Not a thing. That's showing genuine love and concern and compassion for your neighbor. Now, just for some context with this example, Samaritans and Jews didn't really get along very well. Jesus was the one giving this example, and he was speaking to Jews. So the Jews at that time, who were probably hearing this example and hearing that a Samaritan was spoken of in a good light by Jesus, it probably bent them out of shape a little bit. But Jesus was trying to make a point that regardless of who the person is, if they need genuine help and you can help them out, do it. Just do it. Don't also expect anything in return. It's not about expecting something in return. And that's the difference between Jehovah's Witnesses and just being a good Samaritan. Jehovah's Witnesses expect something in return, even if they themselves don't think that they do. When they help you out to do something, in the back of their mind, their main goal is, I wonder if maybe they might be interested in having a Bible study or becoming one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I remember there was a couple times that I've helped out just random people. Now, these people, I didn't know them personally, but it was one of, like someone in my congregation needed help to help someone else. I think they were moving out of their old house and they needed somebody to help move in all this new furniture and things like that. So we went over there to help. And I remember the friend in my hall that knew this person, after we got done moving all the furniture in, they're like, I wonder if they're going to probably look at this as an example and probably be interested in having a Bible study or learning more about Jehovah's Witnesses. And obviously, since I was in, I'd be like, oh yeah, maybe that's like a thing. Maybe they might be interested in doing that. But really, we shouldn't have been thinking like that. We should have just been happy that we were able to help the person out and just leave it at that. But as you can see, we still wanted to help, but underlying all that was the fact that we wanted to get a Bible study with that person or have them come to the Kingdom Hall. So to sum up this video, just try to be aware of the Jehovah's Witness trap. They actually want something from you. It may seem like they really want to help. At times, Jehovah's Witnesses genuinely do want to help, but underlying all of that, they really would like you to have a Bible study with them and then probably even come to the hall. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching the video. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about that subject. I hope you guys have a good one and take care.